This bridge collapse, it didn't come out of nowhere, and it didn't have to happen. It was preventable, predictable, and honestly, a structural facepalm of epic proportions. We're talking about the Florida International University Pedestrian Bridge. You remember the headlines. March 15, 2018. A newly installed 950-ton pedestrian bridge over Southwest 8th Street in Miami collapsed during active traffic. 6 people were killed, including a college student trapped in her car, and 8 others were injured. But here's the gag. The bridge had been installed just 5 days earlier. It was hailed as innovative, rapid, and revolutionary. A prefab structure swung into place in one day. A new era in bridge engineering. And yet, down it went, in broad daylight, while traffic passed underneath on a green light. So what the hell happened? Let's get into it. Because if you ever wanted a real-life example of why AI matters in engineering, this is it. Let's start with the design. The FIU bridge was a post-tensioned concrete truss structure. It was built using accelerated bridge construction, or ABC, a technique promoted by the U.S. Department of Transportation for speed and safety. But with ABC, structural loads are often not fully resolved during installation, making monitoring even more critical. The structure relied on diagonal support members and nodes, especially one infamous point. Node 11/12. That's where the cracks started. And those cracks, they were visible. Multiple workers saw them in the days before the collapse. Photos were taken, reports were written. And here's where AI enters the chat. Structural health monitoring systems were in place. Vibration sensors, load data, real-time feedback. The monitoring system installed by the engineering firm was detecting abnormal behavior in the days leading up to the collapse, including stress anomalies at the node where cracks had formed. Translation? The bridge was talking, and she was saying, "Hey babe, I'm not okay." But the engineers, they ghosted her. Instead of shutting down the area, the team decided to continue tensioning the rods at the cracked joint. They literally increased stress on an already compromised part, after holding a 2-hour meeting the morning of the collapse where engineers discussed the growing cracks. Meanwhile, traffic flowed below. No detour, no closure, no intervention. They said it was safe. They believed it was stable. They assumed it would hold. And that assumption killed 6 people. Let me be clear. This isn't about dragging individual engineers. It's about exposing the mindset. Too often, engineers treat AI or data analytics like optional add-ons, like backup dancers to their intuition. But in reality, AI is that girl. She's not a backup. She's the headliner, the Beyoncé, not Michelle. She processes millions of microvariables your brain can't. She sees the fatigue buildup your naked eye misses. And when she screams, "Hey, this bridge is not vibing," you do not mute her. What's wild is that the tools existed. The data was available, but the team didn't act on it because, what? Ego? Optimism? Schedule pressure? Let's be real. Engineering culture can be stubborn, proud, resistant to changing workflows or admitting design flaws. And AI, she doesn't care about your deadlines. She only cares about not becoming a cautionary tale. Here's the postmortem. The National Transportation Safety Board found design errors, lack of peer review, and a failure to take action on structural warnings. But if the AI systems had been treated like a collaborator instead of an accessory, maybe that bridge wouldn't have collapsed. Maybe people would still be alive. So what do we learn from this? 1. Trust your data. When the structure is saying it's stressed, believe it. 2. Bake AI into your decision-making from day one, not as a safety net, but as a co-pilot. 3. Don't let confidence override caution, especially when literal lives are hanging in the balance. The FIU bridge didn't fail because of AI. It failed because no one listened to her. And in this house, we do not ignore the smart girl in the room. This is Servo Slay, where hardware meets hype, and we don't ignore red flags, we model them. Subscribe for more STEM tea, chaos, and cautionary tales. Stay safe, stay slay, and don't be the next headline.